The third perspective. The third perspective.
He like your man Colin Kaepernick, right? He don't speak.
Nah. He different from Kaepernick. He not trying to be nothing.
You sure?
Yeah. It's a difference between motherfucker just.
It's a different. What's the difference? Is Fro a little bit quicker than Kaepernick?
No.
That's about it.
See, this is what he said in his IG. He said people trying to use him for their causes and stuff. When that's not what he's doing. He just personally is against vaccines. Personally, that's it. You feel me? It's not no crusade. You can't use him. You know what I'm saying? Even the other side using him though as a pawn. You know, but if you listen to his IG, he just explaining that, hey, look, I don't know what the hell going on right now. Everybody saying I'm retiring. What the fuck is going on? But I'm here. I want to play basketball, but I'm anti. I just don't do vaccines. That's all he said. What you think, Jay?
Then he getting traded?
I don't know how this gonna flow out.
I'm about to say because New York won't let him play. And if he can't play in 41 games of the season, the damn gonna let him play on 41 road.
Now you gotta remember.
The other thing about this is that New York ain't the only one with a mandate. New York got a mandate. California got a mandate. I think a couple other cities and towns got, or states got mandates. So at the same time, Kyrie is not doing the vaccines. Same thing like regular 95ers. Nurses lost their jobs. People who protected serve lost their job. You know, normal people as well as Kyrie can very well lose. Well, Kyrie can lose millions for not taking a vaccine. I don't think he's going to take it. I think he's going to stand his stance. He's not going to take
got himself to a point. He got to do it. If he don't,
he got to do what?
He got to stand his ground. He can't get it now. So everybody gonna like, what the fuck you make all this fuss if you get it? So he can't not get it. You got to stay. What he said in that interview, how you got to be. See, stupid to me though. You know what I'm saying? You work your whole life dribbling to learn a craft, to make millions of dollars at that craft, and now you giving that up for a shot or a jab, as they like to call it.
But see, you can say fuck this and join the Big Three.
Big Three, get your ass. That's the
I mean, the law is the law. The Big Three in California, he can't play there either.
That's the end of your career.
So I mean, he can wait a few years. Maybe the mandate go away in a year, so he come back and play.
I don't think the mandate gonna be gone for a year.
I think your man might do what Byron said. He said Byron should just say fuck it. You know, y'all die, y'all die. You live, you live. You die, you die. As the man said, live your life. All that dumb shit.
Live your life.
There you go. Shit like that.
Live your life.
They might say that next year.
As what's his name said on Rock, if he dies, he dies. Fuck it.
So you can come back and play after that, but you won't be for Brooklyn. They don't like that nigga. He a headache. Even outside this, he's always something.
Now it's true that he always want to take off and all that bullshit, but
you don't want to get back on.
His problem is like people like Stephen A. Right? It's not the Kwame Brown type beef. His problem is, for example, Stephen A. was looking forward to coming on this morning to rag on him, right, for not taking a vaccine. Like I pointed out to y'all before, Stephen A. made clear that he didn't want to take it, right? We all know what made him take it, right? So he can't then turn around and be ragging on my man here. He should take his hands off this. But nope. This is how he get ratings on his little bullshit ass show, right? It's being angry at something. And this right here is his anger point, where he know he ain't have no grounds to stand on his damn self. Because he feel the same way Kyrie feel, right? But then he still come out there and spit out his mouth. I'm starting to think he is a mouthpiece for white people. Because what are you talking about, dog? You even admitted that it's something that you didn't want to do to the last minute. Well, his last minute ain't came yet, motherfucker. Right or wrong, Jay?
No.
That's just true. The season ain't even started yet. So until now,
we got 5 more days.
Until this point, what's the problem?
The theatrics.
The actress is this motherfucker like Stephen A. and them on TV all day. He haven't said shit until now, right? So everybody been speculating he retiring, speculating all this bullshit, and he ain't said shit to nobody, even his teammates. That's the funny thing about it. Now, we're going to listen to him word for word for a minute because he made two good points of, I agree with him on a few points he making, right? Because he haven't said anything. So that means us as Americans and the masses is going off what people are saying on TV. He will retire. He don't want the money. Or he fighting for the vaccine. That's not nothing he doing. You heard him when he was talking?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let him play for a little bit. This is Kyrie Erving on his IG live last night.
Peace, people. Peace. Peace. I'm solid over here. I'm staying solid over here, standing strong. So, you know, I just care about our world a lot. And if I'm going to be demonized for that, at least let me go out on my own accord. You know, first things first, this isn't about me, and it's not about me dispelling, what's being said about me particularly or for anybody. It's just saying, I'm standing with all those that, believe in what's right and are doing what's right for themselves. Everybody has a personal choice with their lives. Everybody has a right to feel a certain type of way. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Everybody's entitled to do what they feel is best for themselves, and putting me as a hero or painting me as a villain, sort of say, or going against the vaccine mandates, like that wasn't my intent at all.
All right, let's stop right there. Now you see what he was saying, Jeff? Real? None of this stuff is him. Now your boy ain't do that. He ain't get up and say, I'm not no black warrior. He telling you that's not what he doing. Don't get him swept up in some old, you know what I'm saying? Anti thing, because I'm not the warrior for that. I'm not the face for that. That's not what I'm doing here. Just me and my family don't do vaccines, period. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Right, Rare? That's cool so far?
What do you mean?
Is that cool what he said so far?
So
right?
He telling me he never had a vaccine in his life?
That's what he's saying?
I don't know about that.
And to be sitting in this seat here and seeing, the way that this is dividing our world up, being vaccinated or being unvaccinated, it's just sad to see. It's creating a lot of division, a lot of confusion, a lot of people saying things that are untrue. We're not giving space for each other to speak. You got doctors out here working hard, physicians out here working hard, and everybody's trying to do what's best for them and their families, which I respect. And I'm always going to put that first. Everybody out there, it's not, listening to me or making this about me or painting this picture like, yo, I'm the voice of reason, so you should do this. Nah, like it's just about staying real and staying true to who you are and making the choice for you what's best. Everybody has their own family. Everybody has their own tribe. Everybody has their own issues or traumas that they're dealing with, trying to heal from. And I'm just trying to support as best I can. I'm a hooper. I've been a hooper since I was down there 4 years old. And, coming into the NBA, I just had a dream to play ball at a high level. I didn't anticipate all this coming with it. But if I am going to be responsible for my own life, then I got to speak on things that truly matter to me. I had to stop running away from using my voice and using my platform to, speak on what's true and what's mine. Nobody's going to hijack my voice. Nobody's going to take the power away from me that I have for speaking on these things, and don't believe that I'm retiring. Don't believe that, I'm going to give up this game for a vaccine mandate or staying unvaccinated. Don't believe any of that shit, man. Like really be aware of
So, Jay, what do you get from him saying what he just said?
He don't want people to think that he's he's the people for he basically saying he's the voice of the voiceless when it comes to the vaccine part. When, people losing their jobs and whatnot, for not taking the vaccine, not only him, not saying that he gonna lose his job or something like that, but he is gonna lose game checks. But making people take a vaccine where it's your choice, your body, your choice. Not saying that people not knowing what's in it, don't know what's in it, just that and third.
What you hear from that, Will?
That he confused and that he don't know what he's doing. I'm like, you saying you want to play basketball and you didn't get in it for all that. But that sounds good. But you ain't playing this year. Now you might be playing next year. So if you're not retiring, what you doing? Sitting there watching? Because the team already said you can't be there. You can't come around. You can't practice. You can't participate in anything. That's their mandate. That's the team saying that. And they using the state law. And then they said they're going to take your money they was going to give you, and they're not giving you that. I mean, you can step in and make them pay you for this year or some percentage of your, but if you ain't playing in the game, they're not going to pay you for this year. And they're not extending you. So next year, you're a free agent, and if the mandate lifted, you can play basketball. But I think that organization in itself is just tired of you. But I get what you're saying. And you want to play basketball, you ain't retiring. So how you going to play basketball?
I mean, what I'm getting from him is, like I said, is he just don't want to be used as the face of anti-vax, put it like that. And he's still weighing his options with his family of trying to figure out what to do here, because they don't usually do vaccines. So it's hard to say. So y'all gotta understand, this is a big family decision here, man. Like, if he don't take it, it disrupts the family completely. Kids, wife, everything is disrupted by him not taking the shot. So it's really something for him to really think about. You know what I'm saying? He can't really just.
How long? If I know I'm gonna not do something, I already know I'm not gonna do it. Me partner ain't gonna change that.
That's not the issue. The point is that I think he using all the time that he has before the season starts to try to figure it out
The
between
third
him and his wife.
perspective.
Should he take this shit? Literally, I think that's what's going on right now, yeah. And he trying to just figure out, because he don't really take the shit. That's obvious. He just want to figure out, should I take it? Should I just go ahead and take it?
How did it make him look?
It can't make him look bad because his livelihood is at stake.
But you just did all this dumb shit.
What did he do?
You made a circus out of nothing.
See, he didn't do anything. Season just started. They already told him he can't do the home games. You know what I'm saying? That's it. He haven't spoke at all. So why you saying he doing dumb shit?
Because he known about it for months.
This is first time speaking right now.
Okay, let me break this down to you. If the league told you in January that all players going forward have to get the vaccine, you mean from January to September, you didn't figure it out that you got to get this vaccine?
No exemptions?
None. Obviously, even the guy Wiggins, he was mad as fuck that he had to take it.
So
he said he was forced to take it.
Exactly. When he say he was forced and he's saying the same thing, it means what? Y'all was lied to somewhere.
Okay.
If you start the season and you're a Muslim, you don't take vaccine. You went to the commissioner, he sat you down and said, hey, look here, dog. We're gonna get everybody vaccinated, but you don't have to if you don't want to. We're never gonna force y'all to do anything. We get to the preseason and then y'all forcing us. How you think it's supposed to feel?
And see, the other thing is Wiggins did put in proper paperwork about religion and reasons why he shouldn't take it. And he got denied all of that.
Because that's what I'm saying. They
The
was
league
all
didn't
told.
deny. The state did. He
No,
worked
no,
in
no,
California.
no.
They using the state with that. The state mandating it. So you can't be indoors in any activities. If they're gonna play all their games outside, then that's different. But if you indoors, you gotta get the shot. And that wasn't the NBA doing that. That was the state. Now all states got that. The state that he play in does. And that was the loophole. Now even after you knew that, you still had a good 2 months. You dragging this out, being a diva about it. Either you gonna do it or not. If you're not gonna do it, then all right, I'm just done with it.
But what if you was told you got exemptions? You don't have to be made to take the shot. We'll never make you have to take it.
The NBA don't make you take it. The state making you take it.
It's the NBA. Well,
no, the state. They using that state shit to get it. Most of them doing, and everybody else is doing it just because the team wanted to do it.
Let's see if somebody told
of what's being said before I even get a chance to be on the podium and speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people saying all these things about what's going on with me, and it's just not true. Pay attention to what's going on out in the real world. You know, people are losing their jobs to these mandates. People are having to make choices with their own lives, which I respect. You know, and I don't want to sit here and play on people's emotions either. Just use logic. You know, what would you do? You know, if you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine. You know, this wasn't an issue before the season started. This wasn't something that I foresaw coming where I prepared for it. And, you know, I had a chance to strategize on what was going to be best for me and my family. I came into the season thinking that I was just going to be able to play ball, you know, be able to use my talent to continue to, you know, inspire, influence people in the right way. You know, like putting this on me is just like, why are you putting it on me? You know, like this is not part of, you know, what's going on in conversations with scientists, physicians, and doctors. I'm just a hooper, right? Like I'm just a person who's being utilized as an example. For some odd reason, you know, people love to have my name in the mix of just some BS. Like just hearing the way people speak you know, with so much conviction about what I should be doing in my life and what, you know, my teammates should be feeling about me, what the organization be feeling about me. And to be honest with you, if you really know me, I mean, and you see what I do out there, I put in a lot of time into my craft. You know, I'm not sitting here to give y'all information, give y'all a whole bunch of, you know, my wisdom beyond my years and knowledge. Nah, I'm just here to stay real. I'm always going to stay true to me, and that's me. You know, this is my life. I get to do whatever I want with this. This is one body that I get here, one God body that I get here. And you telling me what to do with my body, and it has nothing to
oh, well, people losing their job and all this like that. That was irrelevant. And you want to get the shot now.
See, again.
I get where you're going with it, but it's unnecessary. We know the situation as it is. Yes, you got dealt a fucked up thing. One hand, you got to take a jab that you're afraid of. A lot of motherfuckers are afraid of it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Now, if they promise you something, if it wasn't in writing, then you was a fool. But anywho, it don't matter because even if they let you play, the state not going to let you play. And that's going to bring more drama to the game that you play in. And he's saying, well, it shouldn't be like that. You made that way once you became an NBA superstar. You not no regular nigga on the bench. You not Dickie Simpkins or something. You, right? You made big shots. You played the best of your craft, right? So you put yourself in the spotlight. That's what you worked hard for. Now you there. Now you can't say, I don't want to be a role model. I don't want this. Don't use me for this. All right, fine. But you there now. So if you stand behind you put your motherfucking 10 toes down. I ain't getting a shot. It's not right for me. We respect you on that. You do decide to get, I'm gonna look at you funny because you did all this and you could have got the shot. I mean,
I don't understand what you're talking about when you do that. Right
you doing all this extra, it's extra.
But he telling
you know
that.
I mean, it's like you knowing your options right now. You know
No. But he
get it or not get it.
But he telling you real. He telling you. All right, first of all, it's something he don't do right. We clear on that. But when he started the season, he was told something different. You don't agree with? What the fuck?
Shit changed.
He been blindsided.
Okay, I understand that. Take all, like you said, take as much time as you need. But
that's why Wiggins said they forced him because he was blindsided. Trying to figure out what is his thought process then. What he thought he wasn't gonna play the home games, or what he was thinking then?
I don't know. He had something in his head, but they said they don't want him in no team activities.
That's what I mean. What his thought process was when they told him, "Don't worry about the shot." If the state say you can't be in open joints, what he was thinking?
The state shit is recent.
What he said.
So
that's happened this week. That shit happened this week.
No, it's been like
New York been like that.
Yeah, but he didn't think that NBA was an inside activity. So,
it's hard for me to understand his thought process of because you in New York, you see what they doing. What make you think what you was doing?
Special.
Yeah.
What make you think you're so special?
I'm confused. Let's say he did take. I mean, like, what would you think?
And another thing, like you said, how did they know he wasn't vaccinated?
They shouldn't know.
Thank you. So how did they get out? And he's talking about, and then he said everybody putting words in his mouth. I'm like, how did we know you wasn't even vaccinated?
You gotta remember, NBA gonna put people on blast because they want them to take the shot. So everybody that's on the list,
when Wiggins did it and the other guy did it.
Wiggins was left.
Yeah,
all the people that's left.
But he said that he was in the conference and shit. He said that.
But
all the people had a conference.
But all the people that's left in the NBA know who they are. They putting them on blast slowly but surely.
So every other player got it except for him. You don't think that's a little devious?
That's fucked up. But me personally, I would take the shot if I was an NBA. Put it like that. I'm not shaking up my family.
Oh, so
I'm not taking
$96 million in your motherfucker.
I'm not shaking up my life.
You gonna get that shot in your hand.
I'm not shaking up my whole life.
But you a regular ass nigga with a barbershop, you don't get the shot in your hand.
No.
That don't make no sense.
You're missing the point. Like I could still make my money. He can't. Like half his motherfucking salary is gonna be cut regardless.
Shit, all of it.
Yeah, you don't get nothing.
You see what I'm saying? Even if New York didn't say they're gonna do all the extra shit, just the states where he can't play at, he would have lost a lot of money. You feel me?
That's a lot of states too.
Yeah.
So that impacts you directly. Impacts you first.
It's not
immediately.
It's not like you could play in Houston and then play in Dallas and then
Texas off limits.
It's just Texas.
It just your salary gonna be fucked up this year.
It's not the cities. It's the states.
Even if they let you go with this shit, you gonna play like 15, 20 games.
Yeah.
At the most.
No playoffs.
Yeah, you forget the playoffs.
And why would they do that? That fuck team chemistry.
So that fucks.
Even.
So what were we doing? I was trying to figure out what was his thought process then.
And the part where
they not retiring, so
now I understood they were told him, okay, you're gonna have exemptions. But still, what was his thought process if the state don't let you go in the bitch?
Yeah.
So what was you thinking?
I can tell you anything. State gonna trump me.
But that's why I say if I'm an NBA player, an NFL player, then my thought process is bigger, is way different. Because I can't go places to make my money.
Yeah, you can.
That makes it different.
You a petite. You can play for Harlem Globetrotters.
No.
You got elite skill.
Because my kids are in this school here. Everybody, my neighbors, everything here. If I don't take the shot, all that is gone.
No,
that's a problem.
Ain't no way you run through that much money that quick.
Young, you can't keep paying this shit if you miss a whole year's salary.
This is where you wish that and one was still in effect.
And one could not help him. And one probably play his motherfucker.
Like you said, he weighing his options out.
Lawyer fees.
So apparently he weighing all that out. So he know what he doing.
Let me.
You know, the ability to speak up, or they don't have the people around them to support what they're doing, or you know, they don't have everything that they could possibly want. You know, to make an ideal life. You know, I'm very fortunate that I get a chance to go do a bunch of these to inspire, you know, countless individuals. But it's not just about this. You know, sometimes I got to be able to use my voice, use my mind, use my heart to let people know, like, I'm here as a beacon of light. You know, I'm here as a beacon to be used, you know, with God. I'm a messenger. You know, I'm not going to go beyond my means and speak on things I don't know about.
Thank you, man.
He just said
he ain't doing all this for nothing. Now he's saying he's doing it as a beacon for God.
Now he just flipped it.
No. Be careful. He's saying his gift of basketball is the
he talking about
not this vaccination shit.
You know, he's talking about his voice.
But one thing I'm not going to tolerate is standing around while I'm watching, people like do things around me that that are very questionable. If it was just about, just ball or just about the craft, and that would be cool. Like we had that conversation, but this is about real life and real choices that people are faced with. Thousands, hundreds of thousands, almost millions of people are deciding to be unvaccinated. Millions of people are being vaccinated. There should not be a divide here. We should be accommodated equally. We should be accommodated equally. There's so much that we can do for one another to help, but to demonize one another and judge and continue to point the finger and be like, yo, you should do this. Like, think about what that puts a person, what type of position that puts the person in.
I mean, that's something I've been saying.
You backing them up against the wall to, make a decision out of fear, out of having anxiety, or they just don't know.
Your money, your
so
life.
I'm sorry that y'all had to witness like all of this being torn down around me, and I'm sorry that y'all, you guys had to hear that I'm anti this or anti that without hearing it from me. It's a time where you just gotta really just say, yo, F this. I'm gonna say, yo, it's up to me now. It's up to me, and I'm always gonna remain safe around people, because this is the times that we're in. We're in very, very, very strange, crazy times.
In the ass, or you're not shooting yourself in the ass. That's it. All they're trying to tell us that everybody has the right to choose. You got the right to choose. Motherfuckers don't care if you do what you don't.
It just flipped what he just said too. He said, "I'm not, here to be like, the nigga of light for everybody and not take the vaccine." But then he turned around and said,
"He's safe around everybody." So I mean, you don't want the shot. It's okay. Say that.
When he's saying that everybody else should have a voice too.
They got one. They not taking it. So they lose a job. They lose their money.
Me personally, what I'm hearing from him is his last gasp. I've been telling y'all for the last 2 weeks that he gonna take this shot. This right here is his last fight. This is his last punch. Like, y'all see Wilder fight? Where he was throwing punches where they were soft as fuck because he was tired as hell. My man tired of shit. These punches, this is his last punch. He's gonna throw this punch out. I guarantee this motherfucking shot is coming real. I done told y'all it's coming. When the season starts, his black ass will be on the court.
Probably not. When the season starts, probably later.
When the season starts.
All right, so now,
now his black ass. What's the day?
You ain't got no test.
He can take you the shot on the weekend. Trust.
Now
the start of the NBA season start on Tuesday.
He already set his appointment, motherfucker. He came on his IG to spill his beans to let you know that all y'all been hearing is not him, and I love the game. Period. I'm coming the fuck back. And the only way you can come back is do what, Jay?
Shoot your ass.
Get it in your anus.
Hey, look, a motherfucker telling me I'm a stupid motherfucker. I'm passing up $196 million motherfucking dollars for a shot. I expect that is emotion. We coming to you from a real mindset to wake your dumb ass up. You fighting over something that ain't even like that serious. You never had a vaccine. Now you would not tell me you've never had a vaccination in your life. I fail to believe that yourself.
Real.
I understand what you're saying. You never had a vaccination in your entire life.
No, that's not even it. You gotta realize that it's a difference between taking a shot and being forced to take a shot. It's two different things, dog.
All right,
that's what you missing.
Like clean your room up and being told to clean your room up.
You missing the point of being forced to do that shit. I guarantee you that whoever the union rep, I guarantee this nigga ain't be here after the next time they get a chance to get rid of him. Because you being forced to do something, dog.
Ain't he the player union president?
Not no more, I don't think.
I think he's still
I think it's Paul George.
It was Chris Paul at first.
And then it was him.
I think it's Paul George.
I know Chris Paul stopped and then Kyrie Erving took it up. Sounding like Nick Cannon.
I think it's Paul George now.
Making something hard, something so simple, so hard.
It's not.
You're not trying to be a role model and trying to use your voice. If that's the case, then you would have been squashed all of it.
All right, let me ask you something. Do woman have the right to choose their body?
No.
You said no.
No.
So women don't have the right to choose.
No.
So we already on the wrong foot already. So I can't go no further. So is they only go for women or everybody's body? Like, nigga, you can't make me put shit in my body. Like, what the fuck is that about? And then your employee shouldn't have nothing to do with your motherfucking medical shit at all. They shouldn't even know. Like, if everything was go by law, there's no way they'd know if you ain't got vaccinated or not. How the fuck they know? They shouldn't know. So that's the problem we have. So he got a leg to stand on, I'm trying to tell you. But there's just so much money involved that you can't fuck your family up with this.
You can't.
You just can't. No,
You don't
man.
nobody telling you to do.
Nah,
Fuck that 196 million. And it's 40 million gonna make it there.
You tripping, young?
Fuck that shit. Stand on your nuts, nigga. 10 toes down.
Nah, man.
And if you don't,
The
you'll suck
third
in my eye.
perspective.
You did all this.